How's everyone doing? I am Mobile Master Tech, and here we have T-Mobile. So this site, and we have AT&T. We have two different things going on. One, AT&T, they came in, they upgraded. They probably upgraded close to 2 months ago. I would say it was September when they upgraded this site. It is 1 gig backhaul, and so I haven't done any tests with this site since. So we're gonna go ahead and test it. This is the site. It's on 200 over by this church and this Citgo station right here on Highway 200 in Ocala. So extremely utilized, very busy site. T-Mobile, they're up there right now. There's a worker. I don't know if you can see him. He's right there. He's trying to get up to T-Mobile's rack. They put a fourth sector facing. So right now, the one facing me. So the one to the right is new. It's a fourth sector, and it has a 6419 instead of these other three that have 6449s on them. And they completely removed this site. I had pictures on X. They completely removed the whole site, had it down for like a day and a half, about 2 days actually. It was down completely. The last 2 days they had N25 and N71 up, but N41 has been off until now. That came back on today. The new sector is still not online yet. That's probably what he's up there about to wrap it up. You can see him climbing right there. Yeah, and AT&T has done what they need to do. So I don't expect this tower to get touched for a very long time after this. The only thing I could say is if T-Mobile decides to come back with a massive MIMO for N66 and N25, they would utilize the middle one right there. Or if they came back to put C-band on it, they could utilize the middle, or do what AT&T does and just put the other one on the bottom of their current 2.5. Or if they come to remove this old Sprint equipment, or if Dish comes and puts CBRS and or DoD up. That's really the only thing. Verizon could come back for CBRS, but I strongly doubt it. I don't expect this tower to be touched for a very long time after this T-Mobile fourth sector upgrade. I think this is it for a long time. So we're gonna go ahead. I know we're already 2 minutes in and I haven't done any speed tests. Sorry about that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do some. So we're gonna start this party off with Verizon. Now this is Verizon's network right here. Really good. It is 1 gig circuits. I'm sure of it. It's 1 gig backhaul. Very positive about it. It is pretty quick. It's pretty good. And you can see the uplink. Usually it's funny because I've seen the uplink as high as 141, like really high. Sometimes it's lower, but you see 33 on the ping time. This is on a Verizon line. This is not visible. This is actual Verizon line. 33 on the ping time, 476 on the downlink, 49.6 on the uplink. Very high jitter. You tell this tower either that's a mistake or this tower has very high usage for Verizon and it needs to go multi. Okay, it was just a mistake. Sometimes speed test you gotta do it twice, right? So now the ping time is much better, 20, and the jitter is phenomenal at 4. And you have much higher, this time it's much higher on the uplink than it was before. You can see it's pointed right at me. Almost. It's like slightly off. So maybe if I move slightly, a little bit more in the back, it probably might have it, but I have to get like tandem with T-Mobile and AT&T, which is kind of facing more that way too. So this is about the best position I could get to make it where it's kind of fair for everybody. But anyways, very good speed test from them. Now we have Dish, and I think Dish is pointed kind of this way too. We have Dish, and let's take a look at what they got going on. Let me see, where is it? Okay. So let's do a speed test on Dish. Ooh, 3% battery life. Hold on. Didn't know it was about to die. All right, 3% battery life. So we have over 400 down, pretty typical. 40 for the ping time, also typical. Now, something about Dish that I found very interesting is, when I run this next speed test on them, you guys will see for yourself. Is, for one, speed test on Dish sometimes doesn't like to load. You have to like do it twice. I don't know what it is about speed tests on Dish, why you have to do it twice sometimes, but sometimes you do. It chose Summit Broadband this time. It's fine, whatever. Ping times are the same. And the downlinks are even higher. So that's great. So we have that, and let's go to this. You can see N25, N70, what's that? N70. Right there. See the whole thing. We'll do another one because I want to see. It got up to 460, so that's pretty impressive. And it was about to push 5. Let's see if I can't get it to do it now. Let's see what happens. All right, here we go. N25, N70, N66, N71. And what I found interesting is you go to the uplink portion, it only uses 5 megahertz of bandwidth. Well, I was in Atlanta last week, and they have theirs set to 15 megahertz downlink from N70. So the question is, why is everywhere else only 5? Is it because Atlanta's the home market? Is it because, they have more people using it? Like, what's the reason? I don't see why they all shouldn't have 15 megahertz for that. It's weird to me. I don't know, but you can see Dish performs quite well. Really not congested at all. And now we're going to test AT&T. This is the first time I'm testing AT&T on video. Now, I do know for a fact that they have and there's those bad ping times again. And that's smart comm. So let's stop it for a second and let's go to their own server in Gainesville, which is only 30 something miles away. It's not even far. They have the closest server to us than any other carrier. In Gainesville, it doesn't like to work half the time. Literally, it won't work half the time. And you're literally just seeing what just happened, and it'll just force itself to somewhere else. Back to, you see what I'm saying? So yeah, their servers are a joke. Usually I would go ahead and take this time to go to the Daytona server, but it seems to be offline for some reason. So I literally can't test AT&T's server because for whatever reason, Daytona's gone and Gainesville isn't working. So I'll choose the closest server, I guess, and see what happens then. But the ping times, regardless of if it's their server or not, it remains. Their ping times are horrible. So this tower does have C-band. It does have DoD. And it's okay. It's definitely 1 gig backhaul. I can tell you that for absolute certain. And I thought it was going to come online with multi because a lot of the AT&T sites are coming online with multi. So I thought that's what it was going to be, especially given that this tower probably has more usage than like 90% of the other sites that did get C-band or DoD. So, and it shows, right? Jitter at 8, which is acceptable. That's good. 71 for the uplink, great. Downlink for 5G, not that great. But I mean, it works. Hey, look, I'll take 270. I'm not going to complain. Ping times, man, they got to stop with these raggedy ping times. It doesn't matter what tower I go to, it sucks. I was in Georgia, it sucked. I'm in Florida, it sucked. Like, they need to do something about this. I've literally been in Gainesville where the server is right there. I'm talking within 2 miles of the server and still getting pings like this. I'm tired of it. So it doesn't feel like they have a real 5G network. That's what it feels. They have speed islands and the ping times suck. It's let me see if YouTube will load. Like, you see that? It kind of took a second. I mean, if that's all it's over, it's fine. See, it's not, I don't know. It doesn't feel like 5G. That's the best way to describe their network. It doesn't feel like 5G. So last but not least, and I have to do I'll be right back because I have to, activate T-Mobile on the Galaxy, take Verizon off really quick to even see what they're doing over here. But I do believe N41 has returned for them. And yeah, from that note, we'll see what happens. I'll be right back. Okay, still at the site, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna run T-Mobile. We're gonna see what they do. This does have the usual setup. It should. Let me confirm really quick before I do anything. Okay, so right now it looks like the guy that's on the site is tuning the site again. So this is, you see, it's only N41 at 90, and that is it. Everything else is not there. Now it's going to LTE. So I really don't think I can test T-Mobile. Might have to come back to finish this test off because it's unfair. He's up there tuning the site, I guess. So I can't really, you see what I'm saying? Now it's to LTE, so I don't know if they turned off. I don't know if they turned off 5G again. I don't know what's going on. But this is the LTE speeds. Not very good. Well, I mean, it works for LTE, right? It's not bad. But what I want to do now, I guess, is I'll see if I can maybe I'll airplane mode it. I'll either airplane mode it, or if that doesn't work, I'll have to force it. Okay, so airplane mode doesn't work. I'm gonna force it. And that's the cool thing about Android phones, especially Galaxies, is you can force it. If it doesn't work out, force it. Okay, so they turned it off. And they turned off standalone in general. It's gone. It's LTE only right now. So I can't test it. So that's, I guess that's the end of the video, you guys. I'll have to come back later and do another one. But I can tell you T-Mobile is usually extremely quick. There's multi-gig. I would say right now I would probably be hitting 800 at this very spot. I would say 800 to over a gig right now. So I mean, take my word for it. If it comes back online, I will let you know, and we can get it. Okay, well, the 90's back. I can show you that. The 90's back. Hold on, let's see if I can. Like I said, they're retuning everything, so I'll tell you what I get. So with the 90 megahertz, and that's still really good. Is that only 90 megahertz? Let me see. Come on. Yeah, it's only 90 megahertz. So it's actually pretty impressive. It's on its own. Only 90 megahertz and it's doing this. Only 90 megahertz. That's incredible. Yeah, like I said, with the extra, 100 plus the 15 and the 10 megahertz channel. So that's, what's that? 125? Yeah, no, this should be capable of 2 gigs, no problem. We'll see what happens. The uplink should be a lot higher too, really. Think about it. Anyways, yeah, that's going to do it for the video. It's getting pretty long, so I'm going to head out. If you like what you see on the channel, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Follow me on X at Terrell352. And until the next video, I'm out.